Ladies and gentlemen, the commencement exercises will begin in just a few moments. My name is Daniel Gervais. I'm a professor of law and the University Marshall. Let me inform you of 4 important practical matters before we get started. 1, there will be official photographers at all degree ceremonies taking photos of each graduate with the Chancellor or the appropriate dean. We ask that all persons, including those taking pictures, refrain from approaching the platform so that the ceremony will not be disrupted and the view of others will not be blocked. 2, if you are leaving Memorial Gym and going to one of the graduate or professional school ceremonies, there is a map on the inside cover of your program showing the location of each of those ceremonies. Please note that all graduates receiving bachelor degrees remain in Memorial Gym to receive their diplomas. 3, if you are going to the Peabody, Owen, or graduate school ceremonies and need special assistance, there is a shuttle running from the shuttle stop on the corner of Jess Neely and 25th Avenue. This is the East Lobby behind the stage. 4, there is a first aid station located just off the East Lobby, basically behind me and to my left, in the event you need attention. Staff dressed in yellow polos are distributed throughout the facility for your assistance as well. Thank you.
Vanderbilt has taught me not necessarily that I have to change the world, but that it is possible to change one person's life, and that's what really matters.
Our academics are top-notch, and that's also fantastic, but what we learn outside the classroom is, I think, just as invaluable. At Vanderbilt, you meet people from all over the place, all over the world, all over the country, and you just learn so much from their perspective and their experiences.
I spent 4 years growing and learning and changing, all for the best.
I'm more focused now. I feel like I have the tools to go out and accomplish the things that I want to do in life and make a clearer vision for myself and what I want my posterity to be.
I think Vanderbilt has challenged me to think critically about what I'm learning and why I'm learning it and how that is going to impact my future and the future of others around me.
Sure, I felt confident going into job interviews with the background of Vanderbilt, but really what's made me most comfortable moving forward is the fact that Vanderbilt has made me know who I am.
You learn a lot more about yourself as you're going through, challenges. I thought school was crazy hard here, to be honest, but.
Changing the world, I think that's the hope that everybody graduates college with. And I think I'm lucky enough to have gone up to a place that's prepared me to change the world. So yeah, I think I can.
Mommy and Daddy, we made it. All the sleepless nights, every single time I called you at 4 a.m. I finally did it. I made it all the way to the finish line, and none of it would have been possible without all of your prayers and all of your support. I hope that I go out there and make you proud.
Holy cow. I can't believe this is happening.
Good morning. At this main ceremony, distinguished faculty and alumni will be recognized. Founders' medals will be awarded. The Chancellor will make his address and all degrees conferred, after which time the recipients of graduate and professional degrees will depart with their faculties and friends to receive diplomas in separate ceremonies across campus. All undergraduates receiving degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences, the Blair School of Music, the School of Engineering, and Peabody College will receive their diplomas from this platform. It is now my honor to introduce Vanderbilt's 8th Chancellor, noted legal scholar and professor of law, Nicholas S. Zeppos.
Thank you so much, Charlene. Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 2017, your family, your friends, welcome. Today, we celebrate the achievements of Vanderbilt's graduates, their hopes, their dreams, and the immeasurable impact they will have in the world. This day is made more special by devoted family members who invested love and hope in the lives of these scholars, and by the loyal friends who have traveled far and wide from far-flung places to share in this joyful day. I thank each and every one of you for being with us here today. Thank you. In keeping with the Vanderbilt tradition of celebrating our emeriti faculty, we will now pay tribute to their deep and abiding commitment to the university. I invite Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Susan Wente, to present the retiring members of the faculty, whom we recognize with the title of Emerita or Emeritus. No, you go to your separate podium. Yeah.
Will the professors emeriti please stand to be recognized? I will now call your names to acknowledge your contribution to Vanderbilt. Arthur Daly, Professor of Cell and Developmental Biology, Emeritus. William Damon, Professor of Economics, Emeritus. F. Andrew Gaffney, Professor of Medicine, Emeritus. Ted Hasselbring, Professor of Special Education, Emeritus. Craig Ann Hefflinger, Professor of Human and Organizational Development, Emerita. John Johns, Professor of Guitar, Emeritus. Kathy Girardet, Professor of Spanish, Emerita. Marilyn Murphy, Professor of Art, Emerita. Bonnie Pylon, Professor of Nursing, Emerita. Ronald Price, Professor of Radiology and Radiological Sciences, Emeritus. Virginia Shepard, Professor of Education, Emerita. Robert Weller, Professor of Electrical Engineering, Professor of Physics, Professor of Materials Science and Engineering, Emeritus.
It is my distinct honor to recognize the professors emeriti, as well as the several other important individuals whose dedicated service is woven throughout the fabric of this university. I ask you to please hold your applause until everyone has been recognized, and then please join me in thanking these pillars of our community for their loyal commitment to Vanderbilt. With us today are members of the Vanderbilt University Board of Trust and Board Chairman Mark F. Dalton, who as fiduciaries and leaders guide and strengthen this great institution. I would like to pay a special recognition to Chairman Mark Dalton for his 15 years of service as a board member and for the past 6 years as the chair of the Board of Trust. This year marks his last commencement in this role, and I want to thank Mark deeply for his stewardship and for his leadership. I am very pleased to acknowledge the members of the spectacular class of 1967, the fastest 50 years we call it, who are celebrating with us today. Through their achievements, our 50th reunion class members stand as beacons, and their life stories exemplify the value of a Vanderbilt education. I would like to recognize the president of our Alumni Association, Perry Brandt. Through the application of considerable skills and talents, he works to engage the involvement of more than 139 Vanderbilt alumni worldwide. I salute the members of Vanderbilt's world-renowned faculty. These remarkable men and women answered the calling of scholarship and teaching, and they made a deliberate choice to serve society by investing in the lives of others. Through our faculty's teaching and mentoring and advising and counseling, they have generously invested many hours to this moment, and they deserve our gratitude. Professors Emeriti, members of the Board of Trust, 50th reunion class members, Perry, President of the Alumni Association, members of our faculty, would you please now all stand so we may express our deep appreciation. Good. That's good. Thank you so much for recognizing the valuable contributions of these incredible, inspiring leaders of our Vanderbilt family. I would also like to commend our commencement office staff and volunteers, our plant operations staff, our many staff in the Vanderbilt University Public Safety Department, the Life Flight crew members for their dedicated work that highlights the caring of our community, the beauty of our campus, and makes commencement week events a joy to attend. Thank you, and let's recognize their many contributions. I now turn the stage over to Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Susan Wente, as she presents the Founders Medals, a historic tradition that has distinguished Vanderbilt commencement for 139 years.
These awards were endowed by Cornelius Vanderbilt in their first year of presentation in 1877. And today, the presentation of the Founders Medals continues that tradition of honoring the student graduating with first honors from each of Vanderbilt's schools. I now present the 2017 Founders Medalists. Amanda Rose Jeruvich from Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, is this year's Founders Medalist for the College of Arts and Science and is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in molecular and cellular biology. Amanda has tremendous depth and breadth of knowledge across several subject areas. She shows deep mastery and understanding of wide-field fluorescence microscopy and has produced an exemplary honors project in translational medicine. During her co-presidency, the Vanderbilt Student Volunteers for Science reached record membership numbers and became the largest student organization on campus. Amanda plans to pursue both MD and MBA degrees. Congratulations, Amanda. Mary Grace Johnson from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, is this year's Founders Medalist for the Blair School of Music and is graduating with a Bachelor of Music degree. A Cornelius Vanderbilt Scholar and an accomplished violinist, Mary Grace won the 2007 National MTNA Young Artist Competition in Baltimore, Maryland, and the 2006 Vanderbilt Concerto Competition. She has performed as soloist with the Nashville Symphony, as a concertmaster of the Vanderbilt University Orchestra, and in 2006, she was the featured performer at Vanderbilt Commencement. This fall, she'll move to New York to pursue her master's degree in violin performance at the Juilliard School. Congratulations, Mary Grace. Duncan Matthew Morgan from Woodstock, Georgia, is this year's Founders Medalist for the School of Engineering and is graduating with a Bachelor's of Engineering in Chemical Engineering, Chemistry, and Mathematics. Duncan is the recipient of a National Science Foundation Graduate Research Fellowship. His research at Vanderbilt has focused on engineering of thin film coatings to improve the efficacy of vaccines. Duncan's favorite Vanderbilt experiences included his 2 alternative spring break service trips and his leadership of the Vanderbilt Quiz Bowl organization. This fall, Duncan will begin work on a PhD in chemical engineering at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Congratulations, Duncan. Lauren Summers Hyano from Anchorage, Alaska, is this year's Founders Medalist for the Peabody College and is graduating with a Bachelor of Science. Lauren came to Vanderbilt as a Cornelius Vanderbilt Scholar. She served as co-president and president of the Vanderbilt Association of Introverts, a student organization dedicated to appreciating and exploring introversion. During her time at Vanderbilt, Lauren pursued passions for social justice, health, and education through volunteer work and other learning opportunities. She'll be returning to Alaska after graduation to pursue careers in writing and nonprofit work. Congratulations, Lauren. Dorothy Elizabeth Parks Pyatt from Chattanooga, Tennessee, is this year's Founders Medalist for the Divinity School and is graduating with a Master of Divinity. A Harold Sterling Vanderbilt Scholar pursuing ordination in the Presbyterian Church, USA, Dorothy bridged her academic and pastoral interests as an Arcus Foundation Justice through engagement researcher and pastoral intern at Second Presbyterian Church. Her contributions focused especially on faith-based communal learning and social action at the intersection of religions, race, class, gender, and sexuality. Dorothy has accepted a pastoral call to the residency ministry program at First Presbyterian Church in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Congratulations, Dorothy. Andrew Jackson Dorn from Charleston, South Carolina, is this year's Founders Medalist for the Owen Graduate School of Management and is graduating with a Master of Business Administration. A recipient of the Bruce D. Henderson Scholarship for Highest Honors, Aaron immersed himself in entrepreneurship curriculum and successfully launched a company. Previously deployed by the United States Marine Corps to Afghanistan in support of Operation Enduring Freedom, Aaron acknowledges support of the GI Bill Yellow Ribbon Program and Vanderbilt scholarship donors towards his education. Aaron will remain in Nashville with his wife and 2 girls as president CEO of his new venture in Nashville's banking industry. Congratulations, Aaron. Laura Elizabeth Dahlbrow from Alpharetta, Georgia, is this year's Founders Medalist for the Law School and is graduating with a Doctor of Jurisprudence. Laura qualified for Dean's List all semesters, received numerous Scholastic Excellence Awards, and earned the Archie B. Martin and Robert F. Jackson Memorial Prizes for the highest scholastic average after the first and second years, respectively. On the Vanderbilt Law Review, she was the senior articles editor and received the Morgan Prize for outstanding student writing. Laura accepted consecutive U.S. Court of Appeals clerkships for Judges Timothy Dyke on the Federal Circuit for 2017, and then Judith Rogers on the D.C. Circuit in 2018. Congratulations, Laura. Emily Alden Hennessy from Red Hook, New York, is this year's Founders Medalist for the Graduate School and is graduating with a PhD in Community Research and Action. Emily received the James Morgan Fund for New Directions in Analysis of Complex Interactions to fund her dissertation, which combined the study of adolescence addiction with her quantitative expertise. She authored 12 peer-reviewed publications and 3 book chapters on adolescent health behaviors and won the Society for Prevention Research's Top 3 Poster Award. Emily begins a postdoctoral fellowship with the Systematic Health Action Research Program Research Lab at the University of Connecticut in June. Congratulations, Emily. Beverly Michelle Paget from Portland, Tennessee, is this year's Founders Medalist for the Vanderbilt University School of Nursing and is graduating with a Master's of Science in Nursing. It's unexpected when the student's coursework impacts an entire organization, but that happened with some of Shelley's healthcare leadership projects. During practicums at the Vanderbilt University Medical Center, she researched and developed nurse retention plans and patient post-discharge models that the medical center implemented. Her quality improvement research for a nurse residency program improved participation and reduced the program's cost. Currently, Shelley works in Vanderbilt University Medical Center's Nursing Education and Professional Development Office. She will pursue further leadership positions and perhaps her DNP degree. Congratulations, Shelley. Samantha Jean Gridley from Milton, Georgia, is this year's Founders Medalist for the School of Medicine and is graduating with an MD and certificate in LGBT health. Samantha led numerous student organizations and served as a fellow for the Cal Turner Program for Moral Leadership in the Professions. Her research on barriers to health care for transgender youth earned the Society for Pediatric Research Award. She also published multiple award-winning essays. She was inducted into Alpha Omega Alpha and Gold Humanism Honor Society. Samantha plans to complete her pediatric residency at Seattle Children's Hospital and afterwards pursue fellowship training in adolescent medicine. Congratulations, Samantha.
Today, we celebrate our 142nd commencement, uninterrupted by war, financial panic, civil strife, or political conflict. Today, we send out to our world 3,954 graduates representing 76 countries. Look around, and you will gaze at the broad reach of our global humanity and our loving, supportive community, representing a rich diversity of faiths, ethnicities, regions, ideologies, philosophies, and genealogies. What brings us together is our abiding belief in human betterment through education and the joy that Vanderbilt has brought our graduates together to study and discover, and now to graduate in the presence of families and so many other loved ones. Vanderbilt brought us all here today. Vanderbilt is that connective tissue. Vanderbilt is the gravitational force that pulled you here to study and to learn and now to celebrate. You entered as a diverse group of talented individuals. We send you out as a community of learned citizens who shared experience at Vanderbilt, through Vanderbilt, is a lifelong connection. Today, I want to tell you a story about how Vanderbilt connected two very different people. The first person is Harold Sterling Vanderbilt. You know him, of course, as the statue on Library Lawn, or perhaps as Anderson Cooper's great uncle. Harold Vanderbilt was born into privilege in 1884 on the grand family estate of Oakdale outside of New York City. He was the great-grandson of our founder, Commodore Cornelius Vanderbilt. Harold was the closest America had to royalty, and he was many things the Commodore was not. The Commodore was uneducated. Harold was the valedictorian of his boarding school class, and he earned a bachelor's and a law degree from Harvard. The Commodore was rough-hewn, frequently uncouth, and despite being the richest person in the world, he was rejected by American social elite. Henry Adams, the author and the scion of the Boston Brahmin family, said the Commodore lacked social charm. Harold, by contrast, was charming. He was well-mannered, and he was deeply cultured. Now, he did not fancy social frivolities, but Harold was welcomed in to the most exclusive social circles in America and Europe. But he did have one thing in common with his great-grandfather. Harold was phenomenally wealthy. As expected, Harold went in to the family business, railroads. His great-grandfather, the Commodore, with energy and indeed avarice, had built the New York Central from a small spur line from Harlem into Lower Manhattan into one of the nation's largest railroads. Harold, of course, was a large shareholder and a director of the New York Central Railroad. He sat very comfortably in his role as a titan of American industry. And the railroads were the iron horse that carried commerce and drove expansion. Harold also took to the sea with great passion and courage, but in a manner quite different from his great-grandfather, who started sailing in the treacherous narrows of New York Harbor in a small flat-bottom boat he bought for $100 that he borrowed from his mother. We should recognize her in this age as the first great angel investor. Harold came to love the sea, but not from sailing from Staten Island, but from the grand palaces of Newport, Rhode Island, affectionately called summer cottages, built by his family. There they sat perched, overlooking the ocean, and the beauty and the challenge of that water beckoned Harold from a very early age. He won his first race at age 16. He then sailed from America to Portugal in his 20s, and he rose to become, quite arguably, the very best sailor in the world. In 1930, he won the America's Cup, the world's premier sailing race. Thrice, men of great wealth built boats to challenge him, and each time he defeated them. He served in the United States Navy in World War I. A Renaissance man, he was an inveterate bridge player. When he grew tired of the game of auction bridge, he invented contract bridge, now played worldwide by millions. Fittingly, he invented this game while on a grand cruise from Los Angeles to Havana. Despite his northern upbringing and his degrees from Harvard, the entreaties and the charm of Chancellors Branscombe and Hurd, Harold became quite taken with Vanderbilt University. He served on the Board of Trust and as president of the board from 1955 to 1968. He brought many things to his work on behalf of Vanderbilt. He was a thoughtful man of considerable intellect. He had a competitive spirit to excel, to be the very best. He lent great prestige and visibility in business circles. He, of course, had a considerable fortune, and he had numerous connections to the Fords, the Rockefellers, the Carnegies, and the Mellons, the Whitneys, the families whose personal philanthropy and foundation did so much to shape American higher education and arts and culture. He was a remarkable individual. The second man I want to tell you about is John Brancato. John grew up in the North, like Harold, traveled south to attend law school at Vanderbilt. John could not have been more different from Harold Vanderbilt. Harold was phenomenally wealthy. John was from a family of modest means. Harold was of the social elite whose ancestors came from Holland in the 1600s, early settlers of New Amsterdam, what we now call New York. And he was, of course, original Protestant Yankee stock. John's grandfather, Archie, he was an Italian immigrant who traveled from Sicily to America. Along with 13 of his fellow Sicilians, he sailed out of Palermo, arriving in New York on March 17, 1903. They came to this country in search of work, which often proved to be hard, dangerous work and a better life. They dug tunnels. They built bridges. They constructed skyscrapers. Industrial accidents were common, tragically frequent. And they built the railroads. Industrial and commercial growth demanded more lines, more rails, and more depots. John's grandfather, he did that grueling work. For John and his grandfather's sacrifice, the hard work paid off. He was able to attend college, and he was given the opportunity to attend Vanderbilt Law School in the 1960s. So one day, Harold Sterling traveled to Vanderbilt on university business for a meeting in Kirkland Hall with Chancellor Alexander Hurd. Now, of great interest to Harold was funding provided by the Ford Foundation to Vanderbilt's law school, and that grant was meant to study the efforts at racial integration in the United States, a priority of the Ford Foundation. Harold asked Chancellor Hurd for an update on this important project. Chancellor Hurd called down to the law school to get a copy of the most recent report to the Ford Foundation. Now, there was a young associate dean by the name of John Beasley who answered that phone. Chancellor Hurd said, "Send me a copy of that report." Mr. Beasley promptly dispatched his student worker, none other than John Brancato, with a copy of that report to be delivered to Chancellor Hurd and presented to Harold Sterling Vanderbilt. John walked, he might have run, the short distance up the hill to Kirkland Hall, and he knocked on the door of the Chancellor's office. Chancellor Hurd, of course, welcomed John into his office. There they all stood, no doubt a bit uncomfortably. The Chancellor, Alexander Hurd, a tall and imposing figure. The president of the board, Harold Sterling Vanderbilt, a regal presence, and young John Brancato, the grandchild of an immigrant studying at Mr. Vanderbilt's university. Chancellor Hurd broke the silence with that wonderful, mellifluous voice. He said, "Mr. Brancato, do you know who this is?" Unruffled, John said, "Indeed, I do know who Mr. Vanderbilt is, and I am deeply grateful to him and his family for making it possible for me to study law at Vanderbilt." Brancato then walked over to Mr. Vanderbilt. He extended his hand, looked into Harold's eyes, and with Harold's hand firmly in his grasp, he continued, "Sir, many years ago, my grandfather came to America. Your ancestors and mine built the railroads of our nation together." Now that they did, of course, but Harold's ancestors, they were the owners of the railroad. They were the executives who harnessed huge amounts of capital and engaged in fierce battles, shenanigans of high finance and drama with robber barons of that day, Daniel Drew, Jay Gould, and so many others. John's ancestors were, of course, the laborers who cleared the land, built the beds, laid the track, worked in the yards. Yet here they were together on our campus. One, the appreciative student, one, the beneficent board president. John had somehow, with that bold, confident outreach of his hand and the finding of this common effort, traversed the vast, innumerable chasms that seemingly existed between him and Harold Sterling Vanderbilt. Harold took his hand, and as he took his hand, it was clear. He now saw before him the living, breathing personification of his great-grandfather Cornelius' dream of a university that would, through education, promote healing and the forward progress of our deeply divided nation. For Harold, it now became clear Vanderbilt was not a family business legacy like the New York Central, but a powerful locomotive driving human transformation for the better. Vanderbilt, the university that bore his name, was a grand investment, far different from the once powerful New York Central, much more remunerative than the railroad that had frankly preoccupied so much of his life, that of his great-grandfather, his grandfather, and his father. Harold realized then and there that this family endeavor produced incalculable returns that would have made his great-grandfather happy. Now, what happened to those characters? John Brancato went on to graduate with his law degree. Mr. Vanderbilt would frequently ask Chancellor Hurd regularly about young John's progress. Chancellor Hurd retired as the 5th chancellor in 1982, and he died in 2009. Our foundational principles of academic freedom and freedom of speech were never more tested than during Chancellor Hurd's administration. And his unyielding positions on free speech and racial equality are among his greatest legacies that we must nourish and carry forward at Vanderbilt. Harold Sterling Vanderbilt, he died, of course, on July 4th, 1970. By then, sadly, in a nasty proxy fight with two wildcatters, he had lost control of the New York Central to these other financiers. And sadly, tragically, shortly before he died, it was put into bankruptcy. Harold chose not to be buried in the family cemetery on Staten Island, where our founder was laid to rest. Instead, he rests with his spouse, Gertrude, on a hilltop in Portsmouth, Rhode Island, overlooking the sea he loved and sailed. Throughout his life, Harold generously gave large gifts to the university. And when he died, and I'm convinced with a twinkle of the promise of John Brancato in his eye, his will left a substantial part of his wealth to Vanderbilt, his university. These gifts now continue to provide support. His bequest now has grown to almost $200 million in our endowment. This enduring gift allows hundreds of students, including many of you, to attend Vanderbilt as Harold Sterling Vanderbilt Scholars, our beloved HSVs. Now, what about John Brancato? Well, shortly after graduation, John enlisted in the Air Force. He spent his entire legal career in the Air Force serving our nation, rising to colonel, where he served as special counsel to the Special Forces of the United States Air Force. He died in 2007 on Memorial Day, a fitting day for this patriot. Oh, there was one other person in the story, you'll recall? John Beasley, that's right. The associate dean who sent young Mr. Brancato on that errand. John's class of 1952, 1954 in the law school, pleased to stay. He still comes to work every day on the campus. And I think John might be with us today. He's also joined by John Brancato's wife, Etta, John's daughter, Sunny, and granddaughter, Skylar, who I think squeezed in a college tour on this trip to Vanderbilt. Let us recognize their presence. My beloved graduates, like Harold Vanderbilt and John Brancato, you have been connected in many ways. Intentional, serendipitous, unpredictable in your time at Vanderbilt. Through your classmates, our brilliant faculty, the tireless work of our amazing staff, who every day fed you and cared for you. And frankly, the transformative power of what the Commodore and Harold bequeathed to us, that has all nourished you. Let me hope that like Harold Vanderbilt, you'll find safe sailing and collect worthy trophies on your journey ahead. And like John Brancato, I hope you find a way to serve. Most importantly, like both of them, I hope that for generations, you and your families will remain Vanderbilt for life. Farewell, graduates. Let us thank Kihan Nam, who's a junior in the Blair School of Music, for that beautiful musical performance. We have now arrived at that greatly anticipated moment our graduates and we've all been waiting for, that they've worked so diligently toward, the conferral of academic degrees. The charges that I will read to our graduates were penned by the late Chancellor Alexander Hurd. These charges are a part of Vanderbilt's legacy that has been passed down through generations and have been imparted to every graduate of this university since Chancellor Hurd's tenure. Graduates, in receiving these charges, you are joined to a lineage that precedes you, that will endure after you, and which flourishes because of you. First, Dean Lori Benton will present the candidates for the degrees offered by the College of Arts and Science.
Could I get the drum roll? Will the candidates from the College of Arts and Science please stand? Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting these remarkable, talented students for the degree of Bachelor of Arts. They have fulfilled the requirements established by the College of Arts and Science and are recommended by the faculty for the conferral of that academic degree.
I salute you for your academic achievements and distinctions, and in the name of an educated society, welcome you to all of the obligations and privileges of educated women and men. Please be seated. Dean Mark Waite will present candidates for the degrees of the Blair School of Music.
Will the candidates from the Blair School of Music please stand? Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting these students for the degree Bachelor of Music. They have fulfilled the requirements established by the Blair School of Music and are recommended by the faculty for the conferral of that degree.
I salute you for the academic distinction you have earned in your study of the art of music, and I commend the use of your skills and knowledge to the exaltation of the human spirit and the preservation of human culture. Congratulations, and please be seated. Dean Philippe Fauché will present candidates for the degrees of the School of Engineering.
Will the candidates from the School of Engineering please stand? Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting these students, these fantastic students, for the degrees of Bachelor of Engineering, Bachelor of Science, and Master of Engineering. They have fulfilled the requirements established by the School of Engineering and are recommended by the faculty for the conferral of these academic degrees.
I congratulate you on the academic and professional foundations you have built for yourselves and commend the use of your exceptional training in the building of a better world for all people. Congratulations. Please be seated. Dean Camilla Bembo will present graduates for the degrees of Peabody College.
Will the candidates from Peabody College of Education and Human Development please stand? Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting these students for the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Master of Education, Master of Public Policy, and Doctor of Education. They have fulfilled the requirements established by Peabody College and are recommended by the faculty for the conferral of these academic degrees.
I salute you for your academic achievements and distinction, and I commend the use of your training, your art, and your skill to the continued creation and sustenance of an enlightened and literate society. Congratulations, and please be seated. Dean Linda Norman will now present candidates for the degrees of the School of Nursing.
Will the candidates from the School of Nursing please stand? Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting these students for the degrees of the Master of Science in Nursing and the Doctorate of Nursing Practice. They have fulfilled the requirements established by the School of Nursing and are recommended by the faculty for the conferral of these academic degrees.
I congratulate you on the academic and professional distinction you have earned, and I commend the use of your arts and your sciences to the healing of humankind. Congratulations, and please be seated. I now call upon Dean Eric Johnson to present candidates for the degrees of the Owen Graduate School of Management.
Will the candidates from the Owen Graduate School of Management please stand? Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting these students for the degrees of Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Finance, Master of Management in Healthcare, Master of Accountancy, and Master of Marketing. They have fulfilled the requirements established by the Owen Graduate School of Management and are recommended by the faculty for the conferral of these academic degrees.
I congratulate you on the skills and distinction you have attained and commend the application of your advanced knowledge to the better management of society's institutions. Congratulations, and please be seated. Dean Emily Towns will present candidates for the degrees of the Divinity School.
Will the candidates from the Divinity School please stand? Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting these Holy Bowl students for the degrees of Master of Divinity and Master of Theological Studies. They have fulfilled the requirements established by the Divinity School and are recommended by the faculty for the conferral of these academic degrees.
I congratulate you on the educational distinction you have earned and commend to each of you a life of learned ministry and teaching to the spiritual welfare of humanity. Congratulations, and please be seated. I now call upon Dean Chris Guthrie to present candidates for the degree of the School of Law.
Will the candidates from the law school please stand? Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting these students for the degrees of Master of Laws and Doctor of Jurisprudence. They have fulfilled the requirements established by the law school and are recommended by the faculty for the conferral of these academic degrees.
I congratulate you on your command of the ways justice is attained, and I commend your exceptional training to the advancement of a just social order. Congratulations, and please be seated. Dean Jeffrey Balzer will now present candidates for the degrees of the School of Medicine.
From the School of Medicine, please stand. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting these students for the degrees of Doctor of Medicine, Doctor of Medical Physics, Doctor of Audiology, Master of Education of the Deaf, Master of Science Speech-Language Pathology, Master of Science in Clinical Investigation, Master of Science in Medical Physics, Master of Laboratory Investigation, and the Master of Public Health. They have fulfilled the requirements established by the School of Medicine and are recommended by the faculty for the conferral of these academic degrees.
I congratulate you on your distinguished attainment to the role of physician, and I commend you the lives of healing and service to the welfare of humankind. Congratulations, and please be seated. Finally, Dean Mark Wallace will present candidates for the degrees of the Graduate School.
Will the candidates from the Graduate School please stand? Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting these students for the degrees of Master of Arts, Master of Science, Master of Liberal Arts and Science, Master of Fine Arts, and Doctor of Philosophy. They have fulfilled the requirements established by the Graduate School and are recommended by the faculty for the conferral of these academic degrees.
I congratulate each of you on the advanced academic standing you have earned and commend you the advancement of an educated society. I welcome you into the ancient and universal company of scholars. Congratulations, and please be seated. Now, could I ask the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy please stand again for particular notice? And will the deans on this platform who have candidates receiving this degree also stand to honor these recipients? The Philosophiae Doctor is the highest degree a university can bestow. Candidates, would you please turn to the audience to receive their appreciation and Vanderbilt's for your highest accomplishment. With great joy and privilege, I invite all who have been presented for degrees to rise to have your degrees conferred. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trust of Vanderbilt University, and by the vote of the faculties, I confer upon each of you the degrees for which you have qualified, and I extend to you the best wishes of your alma mater now and for all the days of your lives. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing these remarkable graduates.
Recipients of bachelor degrees and their guests should remain in Memorial Gym. Your diploma awarding ceremony will begin shortly. In a few minutes, recipients of graduate and professional degrees and their guests will recess and go to individual diploma awarding ceremonies. A list of the locations and a map of the walking routes are found on the inside cover of your commencement program. Guests requiring special assistance that are attending the Peabody, Owen, medical, or graduate school ceremonies may be able to take the shuttle running from the corner of Jess Neely and 25th Avenue to those ceremonies. Exit either to the east or the southeast lobby and turn right up the sidewalk. After the recession, guests are welcome to fill in any vacant seats left in sections 2L and 3L. Graduate and professional students, you are dismissed. We will begin the undergraduate diploma ceremony shortly. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2017.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium Chancellor Nicholas Zeppos.
Students, my graduates, our graduates, we ceremonially acknowledge that which you have already accomplished by presenting you with a tangible representation recognizing the achievement that you have justly earned. Now is the time for the awarding of diplomas. Graduates of the College of Arts and Science, please come forward to receive your diplomas.
I present the May 2017 graduates of the College of Arts and Science. Philip Tristan Abbott. Brenda Abreu Molnar. John Brandon Adams. Neil Advani. Sabam Agarwal. Anne Alexandra Agee. William Sutton Owlam. Zaki Almai Ahmed. Caroline Ahn. Sina Alexander Ahur. Aiden Edward Aker, cum laude. Jordan Sinclair Akins. Emmanuel Germain Alexander. Savannah Leigh Alford. Yaver Abbas Ali. Chloe Carter Allen. Liam Smith Allen. Alexander Lee Amboyan. Francesca May Ambrose, cum laude. Pavun Ashwini Anund. Claire Christine Anderson, summa cum laude. Kaya Lillian Anderson. Molly Elizabeth Anderson. Ellen Marie Andrews. Sam Ireland Andrews. Michael Paul Anthony. Emily Catherine Apple. Elizabeth Ann Armstrong, summa cum laude. Dennis Ryan Arroyo. Ijoma Adore Asinugo. Christopher Awunu, summa cum laude. Brent Jeffs Bainwall. Alexandra Nicole Bacalar. Jonathan Morgan Baker. Matthew Thomas Baker. Walter Andrew Baker, cum laude. Joseph Trotter Balbona, magna cum laude. Jeffrey Bo Baldwin. Bradley William Ballou. Alexis Kristen Banks. Chelsea Sierra Banks. Jalen Aaron Banks. Brandon Cole Barber. Thomas Landis Barefoot. Horace Gaither Barker. Toby Nathan Barrick. Zoe Alyssa Barrett. Stephanie Marie Batalis. Hedda Hamilton Bates. Sahil Batra, cum laude. Andrea Alexis Beeman. Allison Marie Beers, summa cum laude. Brent Evan Begani. Perry Martin Belcher. Douglas Savage Bell, Jr. William Tyler Bell. Ilona Etta Belakan. Ezer Chaim Benaim. Carrie Ann Bensick. Taloa Grace Berg. Chase Howell Burlingoff. Gregory Adam Bernstein. Brianne Elizabeth Berry, cum laude. Hugo Alexander Bertram. Hallie Anna Best, cum laude. Tiara Hope Bester. Samantha Danielle Bettman. Alexandra Faye Bierman. Richa Bijlani. William Hartland Penfield Benet. Harry Edward Birch. Courtney Lorraine Black, cum laude. Alyssa Claire Blanchard, cum laude. Alexandra Louise Blankenberg. Connor Gerald Bloomer, magna cum laude. Andrew Michael Bowl, magna cum laude. Adelaide Arnold Bodell. Christopher Theodore Bonison, summa cum laude. Taylor Ann Boothby, summa cum laude. Sylvester Botello. John Richard Bouchard, summa cum laude. Heidi Levon Bolden. Zachary Uri Bolden, summa cum laude. Edward Gilbert Bowen, magna cum laude. Michael Jean Hunt Bauer. Sarah Mackenzie Bowman. Bartholomew Thomas Boyle. Matthew Smith Bradley. Meredith Ann Bradshaw, cum laude. Alexandra Yasmin Brahmi, cum laude. Meju Braverman, magna cum laude. Alexander Mark Britton, cum laude. Eric David Brokaw. Haley Therese Brown, magna cum laude. Samantha Eugenia Brown. Marissa Lynn Bruce, cum laude. Parson Jerome Bryant, magna cum laude. Courtney Elizabeth Buis, summa cum laude. Cayenne Becca Buell. Ryan Henry Bunny. Rebecca Nicole Burke Aguero. Cameron Robert Burroway. Benjamin Joseph Butler. Aisha Laterica Bynum. Catherine Marie Byron, magna cum laude. Yesenia Cabrera. Devin Elizabeth Cacavero. Danielle Saber Cahoon. Katie Elena Kaito, summa cum laude. Kevin Andrew Calamari. Sydney Elise Campbell. Xiaoyu Kao. Taylor Lane Capps. Peter Carley. Stephanie Douglas Carlson, magna cum laude. William Ryan Carroll. Emily Page Karskadden. Sarah Carta Wagman. Raul Manuel Carvalho. John Sarkis Carey, cum laude. Dylan Marcus Kassler. Anis Nassim Shaker. Vincent Chan. Haibo Chang. Austin Chen. Jingjing Chen. Marc-Andre Chen, magna cum laude. Yi-Ying Chen. Jonathan Chung. Samtachuku Stanley Chibueza, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Mary McCormick. James Jung Cho. Sydney Chow, magna cum laude. Jiwan Chan. Jennifer K. Chow, cum laude. Arush Chowdhury, summa cum laude. Albert Matthew Chu. Clara Chu. Anthony Robert Clapp. Adrian Lang Clark. Austin Calloway Clark. Bradley Rice Clark. Joseph Anderson Clark. Samantha Perry Clark. Jocelyn Tiara Clayton. John Michael Clifton. Alexander Isaac Cohen. Judith Ilana Cohen. Jamie Marie Cole, summa cum laude. Mary Elizabeth Coletti. Brandy Marie Collins, magna cum laude. Kaylin Paul Collins. Kevin Isaac Collins. John Warren Collier, magna cum laude. Justin Vitalino Colon. Tyler Michael Compton. Elizabeth Lee Cooper, magna cum laude. Matthew James Costa. Frances Grace Cowan. Lillian Hart Cowan. Charlotte Ainsley Winifred Coles. William Richard Cox. Jordan Elizabeth Crawford, magna cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Crispy. Anthony Harrison Christ. Jonathan Matthew Kreitz. Delando Lamar Crooks. Claire Lynn Crosby. Jacqueline Page Cruz. Eric Robert Stavertlick. Caroline Ann Cuoco. Jaden Ray Curry, magna cum laude. Zoe Sage Curry, Ao Dai. Yang Dai. Ryan Daniel Daldegan. Sloan Francis Damon. William Kevin Daney, cum laude. Marissa Bernard Davis, summa cum laude. Sarah Ann Davis. Sophia Marie Day, summa cum laude. Melissa De La Torre. Stephanie Elsa De Zaraga, cum laude. Claire Nichols Deaver, magna cum laude. Margot Lawrence Leontine de Brabander. Nathaniel Thomas Banks. Taylor Thornton de Monbrin. Jennifer Lee Deutsch, magna cum laude. Nicholas Alexander DeVito, cum laude. Clark Joseph Wade DeWaskin. Nicholas Sammy Diab. Catherine Lee Diethelm. Catherine Ann DeFazio. Spencer Braun Dillon. Bradley Michael Dills. Yu Yao Ding. Jackson Gardner Doherty. Ashlyn Karoon Dolan. Connor Jeremiah Donahue. Ryan Doppelhauer. Charlotte Rowe Doran. Chandler Wesley Durrell. Marion Taylor Dorst. Brian Charles Doherty. William Blake Dover. Sean Morgan Dowling. Thomas Driscoll. Amelia Harrington Drum. Michael G. Dubner, cum laude. William Robert Durden. Max Devon Eagle, summa cum laude. Rebecca Adams Ebbett, magna cum laude. Alexa Reed Ebner. Chire Lona Eche. Octavio Aaron Edgington. Lauren Victory Egan. Jason Paul Eggold.
Catherine Rita Ehalt.
Christine Marie Ellenberg. Kevin Eric Ellenberg. Melissa Ashley Ellenberg. Ray Elliott. Alex Leah Emden, magna cum laude. Rachel Eleanor Erdy. Chad Richard Erickson. Daniela Falcone. Siki Fan. Alma Farouk. Elizabeth Fleming Farrell, cum laude. Laura Catherine Ferris, cum laude. Bo Whitehurst Ferguson. Reeser Daniel Ferguson. Zachary David Ferguson, magna cum laude. Carissa Mary Fisher, cum laude. Jacob Michael Fisher. Johannes Frederick Fisher. Benjamin Lewis Flom. Olivia Hortense Wilson Fleming. Anna Marie Forte. Samuel Alexander Fawcett. Cameron O'Brien Fox. Ariana Jewel Francis, cum laude. Brandon Jeanhan Francis. David Stephen Francis Jr., magna cum laude. Simone Sade Francis. Michael Paul Franklin. Gerard Arnand Franks, cum laude. Nicolette Brianne Frazier, cum laude. Brendan Daniel Freeman. Colin Daniel Freilich. Savannah Jean Friedkin. Annabelle Jackson Friedman, cum laude. Caitlin Brooke Friedman. Jason Taylor Frommel. Catherine Mora Fusilier. John William Einen. Imani Ale Victoria Gaines. Brianna Stephanie Galgano. Reed Lewis Gallagher. Calvin Andrew Garay. Brenna Michelle Garman. Justin Miles Garrett. Grace Hunter Garver. Zoe Rose Ogden Gelman, magna cum laude. Andrew Luke Gentuso. Madison Benai Gertis. Brendan Jeffrey Gibbs. Eliza Jade Gilbert, Rebecca Dixon Gilbert, Charles M. Gill III, Nevleen Cower Gill, Ryan Jimin Gim, Emily Asher Goldberg, Joshua Samuel Gullenbeck, Maria Sergeyevna Goncharenko, Grace Marie Gonzalez, Julia Diane Grabowski, cum laude, Ross Kayland Granderson, Curtis Warren Graves, Richard Schuyler Grayson, Elizabeth Ann Green, Laura Wilson Green, Tyler David Green, Jeffrey Alexander Greenberg, Claire Towsey Green, Michael James Greenfield, cum laude, Brianna Colleen Gresham, Yasmin Nicole Griffiths, Alexandra Marigold Gross, magna cum laude, Simone Cecile Gruber, Jason Mitchell Grunfeld, Changu, Caroline Guan, Arulita Gupta, Jackson Avery Gutenplan, Alexandra Elizabeth Gutermuth, Hayden Melton Gwines, Lucy Jane Hall Hartley, Savannah Lonan Hall, Saif Ashraf Hamden, summa cum laude. Brian Leonard Hammerschlag, Jessica Ann Hamrick, Catherine Hejin Hahn, Rachel Yejin Hahn, Julie Elizabeth Hancock, cum laude, Owen Walker Hannah, summa cum laude, Jacob Todd Harrell, Quinlan James Hartigan, Matthew Robert Hauserman, Caleb Alexander Hausman, magna cum laude, Piper Mackenzie Hayes, magna cum laude, Katrina Maria Hazin, Zuzhun He, Edwin Austin Efi III, cum laude, Sarah Adams Heimberger, magna cum laude, Maxwell John Heinrich, cum laude, Jennifer Marie Henderson, cum laude, Zachary Christian Herr, R.P. Maximilian Hers, Chloe Nicole Herzog, Luke Alexander Hill, Laura Kate Hillsman, cum laude, Jessica Hiscox, Samantha Marie Hode, William Hyde Hohen, Joshua Evan Hoffman, Emma Sue Hollingsworth, David James Holtgrave, Cheryl Ann Horde, Rafat Muqtadir Hussein,
Jessica Shelby House, cum laude.
Jeremy Bernard Howard, Megan Maureen Howe, Jie Hu, cum laude, Jessica Yua Huang, Catherine Amanda Huang, Ariane Marie Hewitt, Matthew Charles Humphrey, Morgan Whitney Houston, Harrison Philip Huttard, Christina Youngju Huang, Joshua Ellis Hyman, Allison Claire Isabelli, Shadman Islam, Nicholas Paul Izzard, Tyler Keith Jacks, Heather Lauren Jackson, Abby Catherine Jacobs, Avarna John, Alexis Nicole Jameson, Courtney Amara Jana, Millern Sequoio Jarrett Thorpe, Braden C. Jasper, Jasmine Nicole Jefferson, Su Min Jong, summa cum laude, Yu Min Jung, cum laude, Jayla Chanel Johnson, James William Johnson, cum laude, James Wilson Johnson, Lauren Alexis Johnson, magna cum laude, Natalie Bell Johnson, cum laude, Ryan Mitchell Johnson, Samuel Ogden Johnson, Bella Giorni Jones, Chelsea Glenn Jones, Mackenzie Anita Jones, cum laude. Takedra Raquel Jones. Scott David Robert Jossert II, magna cum laude. Amanda Rose Urovich, summa cum laude. Rachel Ann Collickman. Yoko Michelle Kanai. Molly Elizabeth Kandarian. Neil Dave Kapoor. Michael Richard Karras. Jessica Maiga Kariuki. Amrish Karnik, magna cum laude. Raviteja Kasturi. Eric Laron Catcher. Swaramsi Katragata. Ashley Jenna Katzenstein, cum laude. Lee Ming Ke, magna cum laude. Isabella May Keating. Laura Hamilton Keel. Hold up. Ryan Paul Kellenberger, magna cum laude. Logan Patrick Keller. Paige McBrayer Kelly, magna cum laude. John Raymond Kenyon. Benjamin Lawton Kessler. Lena Marie Kalani. Kyung Jo Kim. Hanbyul Peter Kim. Xander Hanjun Kim. Mary Elizabeth Kim, summa cum laude. Mosi Kim. Patrick Sue Kim. Rachel H. Kim. Margaret Constance King. Andrew Craig Kirby Jr. Catherine Suzanne Kirby, cum laude. Sarah Grace Kirk. Yusuke Kishima. Benjamin Allen Kitchens. Jordan Alexander Klein, cum laude. Sharon Klein. Mitchell Warren Neshaw. Benjamin Russell Knight, summa cum laude. Caitlin Alexis Coe. Randall Crawford Cobb. Eric Edward Kohler. Nima Karori, cum laude. Rachel Louise Covan. Eli Davis Coven, cum laude. Sydney Francis Kozak. Ryan Henry Kramer. Robert Adam Krebs, magna cum laude. Nevi Krakredi. Abigail Elizabeth Kunz. Nina Fanhua Kirky, cum laude. Nicole Ashley LaBelle, magna cum laude. Emma Catherine Lampe. Maris Isaka Lapu.
Angelica Ignacio La Sala.
Victoria Nicole Lawson, magna cum laude. John Henry Lazarus.
Hannah Rose Lazars, magna cum laude.
Sheridan Juliana Maxine Lee. Annabelle Tate Lerner, cum laude. Anna Catherine LeBleu. Aiden Gion Lee, cum laude. Daniel Duhee Lee. Hanuri Lee. Jae Hoon Lee. Max Lee. Megan Lee, summa cum laude. Olivia Ellen Jessica Lee. Sarah Yong Lee. Tyra Alexa Lee. Jeremy Michael Legansky, magna cum laude. Travis Hugh Leiter, magna cum laude. Jessica Takina Leung. Olivia Madeline Lunas. Rachel Dana Levy, magna cum laude. Mary Wyatt Lewis, magna cum laude. Dawei Lee. Jennifer Jin Lee. Jingfei Lee, cum laude. Jessica Jingzin Lee, summa cum laude. Sarah Rose Lichtenberg. Olivia Kate Liebman. Juliana Lee Ting Lim, summa cum laude. Hua Lin. Valentina Lin, magna cum laude. Wesley Lin. Lucy Catherine Lincoln. Alec Reese Lindman. Joshua Adam Lipsitz. Oksana Rose Litardo. Mengju Liu, Sijun Liu, Matthew Stephen Liversedge, cum laude. Corey Lane Lockridge, cum laude. Erin Brianna Logan, Ryan Elizabeth Logie, Julia Victoria Logie, Matthew Lawrence London, John Dixon Longman, James Nornan Lopez, Harmony Kiara Love, Thomas James Lovinger, Juwan Liu, Michael Roy Lucas, magna cum laude. Alexander Wei Cheng Luo, Shanna Luo, magna cum laude. Peter Kwong Luong, Gabriel Camargo Lutsky, Samuel Isaac Lyons, Marissa Nicole Lytle, summa cum laude. Morgan Denise Little, Siri Ma, summa cum laude. Allison Blair Moss, Taylor Elizabeth McDonald, summa cum laude. Julia Rose McKendrick, Priyam Srivastava Madhukar, cum laude. Justin Anel Magnuson, Huzaifa Sadiq Mahmoud, Jessica Lauren Mahoney, Hannah Leanne Malero, summa cum laude. Robert Patrick Mallon, Anella Marie Mangum, Lila Ray Mann, Alec Douglas Manning, Claire Rachel Manning, Amanda Jean Manis, Jamal Lewis Marshall, Adam Alexander Markovich, Tyler William Marlin, Elliot Maxwell Martin, Christine Isabel Martinez, John Alexander Matkins, Megan Ray Matthews, Meredith Page Matlin, Anna Mae Maybach, cum laude. David Nelson Maynard, Ryan Patrick Mazzilli, William Keith McAdams, Corey McLeod, Elizabeth Mary McCormick, Brianna McCoy, Megan Suzanne McCullough, magna cum laude. John Howard McCutcheon III, Lindsay Page McDonald, cum laude. Connor Ventura McGannon, Suzanne McCambridge McGrath, Thomas Daly McGrath, cum laude. Thaxton Allen McKee, Austin Michael McKeekin, Michelangelo McMillan II, Anne-Marie Ilsa Maida, cum laude. Caroline Madison Meisel, magna cum laude. Allison Page Mellon, James August Mentz, cum laude. Austin Komar Merritt, Brighton Alexander Merritt, Marcelin Ashby Mary, Edward Bernard Meyercord IV, Edward Morris Michaels, Amanda Ballou Michaud, Kara Whitney Miller, Donovan Diedrich Miller, Jacob Perry Miller, Michael Peter Miller Jr., Gaston Sante Min, Joseph Michael Minardi, Selena Bree Miranda, Catherine Rose Mitchell, Anderson Eugene Monken, magna cum laude. Noemi Alexandra Monerville Frankel, Lauren Elizabeth Montgomery, Michael Ray Montgomery, cum laude. Kayla Margaret Moran, Brianna Moreno, Abigail Caroline Morgan, magna cum laude. Allison Michelle Morgan, summa cum laude. DeMonte Dantrell Morgan, Hannah Morgan, Jeffrey Daniel Morris, Heather K. Morrison, Chelsea Brianne Moss, Brooke Caroline Mauer, Samuel Edwin Mulholland, Lindsay Kathleen Mullen, Lisa Cadenge Maloma, magna cum laude. Alexis Edgardo Mundo, Kiani Alexin Muraoka Robertson, William Penn Murphy, Eric Farrell Nodisi, Rohan Nag, Alexander Daniel Nash, Catherine Werner Nash, Elizabeth Jean Naylor, magna cum laude, Salvatore John Neglia, cum laude, Audrey Teresa Negrelli, Maggie Elizabeth Nimoy, cum laude, Amy Wynn, Elizabeth Nichelle Nichols, Carly Rose Nibrugi, Malika Nimagata, Alyssa Therese Nolan, Alexandra Elizabeth Norman, Emma Mae Noyes, Princess Oluchi Woke, Chukwupe Nzegu, Alexa Ray O'Dowd, James Matthew O'Quinn, Charlie Phillips Obrecht, Chidinma Jessica Lynn Ogojaku, Jared Michael Oland, Dhruv Ori, Timothy John Osey, Samuel Fuller Ottenberg, Elena Palmer Ponke, Joshua Henry Palmer, summa cum laude, Richard Pan, magna cum laude, Ernesto Jose Parhus, Catherine Johanna Parker, Drake Thomas Parker, Jackson Thomas Parker, Kara Shea Parker, Ian Ellis Parkhill, Sandhya Parwani, cum laude, Bhargav Patel, Ketal Patel, Neil Paresh Patel, William Tucker Patrick, Megan Elizabeth Patton, Sarah Kathleen Payne, summa cum laude, Monica Elizabeth Peacock, summa cum laude, Sydney Lee Pedigo, Olivia Laurel Peel, Rachel Ann Pellegrino, Christiana Penwell, Rachel Marie Perez, Hudson Walker Quinn Peters, cum laude, Danielle Christine Petiti, Kyle Andrew Pazit, Anthony Nim Pham, Jordan Martin Phelan, cum laude, Nicole Lynn Phillip, magna cum laude, Mark Joseph Phillipson, Giovanna Rodosli Pires, magna cum laude, Sean Christian Perkle, magna cum laude, Matthew Brian Pomerantz, Srimad Sai Ponavolu, Wilton James Porter, Carter Orrin Portwood, cum laude, Cole Morgan Pospischel, Giselle Ashley Poss, Rosanne Powder, magna cum laude, Jordan Alexander Powell, magna cum laude, Nicole Renee Powell, Edith Elizabeth Powers, summa cum laude, Nina Megan Prabhu, William Putnam Pratt, Sophia Karim Premji, cum laude, David Cobb Priester Jr., Christina Elise Prihoda, Mac Frost Preload, Frederick Wyatt Prominski, Samantha Ellen Purcell, Barbara Martina Puzanovova, Peter James Quinones, cum laude, Samuel David Raffla, Raquel Regina Rayton, Benjamin Samuel Raja, Nicole Taylor Rakuzin, Stephen Neil Rambin, Virginia Ann Randall, cum laude, Elijah Russell Ray, Latavius Devante Rayford, Srikanth Kunam Reddy, summa cum laude, Isabel Redleaf, Alexa Diane Reed, cum laude, Christopher Devon Reed, Andrew Duncan Renshaw, Hannah Melody Resnick, John Law Rezabek, cum laude, Kiara Michelle Rhodes, Tucker Joseph Rhodes, Garrett Edward Richards, Sarah Austin Richardson. Andrew John Riggs, summa cum laude. Reed Connor Reisinger. Hannah Nicole Ritchie. Holly Jean Roberts. James Michael Roberts. Catherine Marie Rodriguez. Nolan Russell Rogers. Dylan Lawrence Rolnick. Miranda M. Ranau. John Oscar Rosso. Joseph Charles Rosso, magna cum laude. Michael George Rubez. Daniel Mark Rubin, summa cum laude. Eric Harrison Rubio, cum laude. Nicholas Ryan Rudd. Akani Anadela Mapong Ruffin. Allegra Hutton Rumbaugh, cum laude. Peter Connolly Rumsey, cum laude. Charlotte Mary Francis Russell. Stephen Mark Russell, summa cum laude. William Brookshire Russell. Moon Sun Ryu, summa cum laude. Neha Segal. Jeffrey Andrew Salama. Luke Ryan Salazar. Carlene Lorraine Sanchez. Veronica Nicole Sanchez, cum laude. Sophia Catherine Sansone. Rachel Catherine Sapp. Zachary Aaron Satin. Madeline Francis Savage, cum laude. Melissa Jones Sachs. Catherine Dahl Sboroff. Chauncey Tyler Scales. Casey Sandra Scarpa, summa cum laude. Harold James Schaff III, cum laude. Daniel Allen Scharf. Mary Elizabeth Schatzman, summa cum laude. Antonia Paulina Schur. Amanda Christina Schifino. Nicholas Emilio Schneider. Eric Scott Schuldman. Jacob Daniel Schultz, summa cum laude. Claire Madeline Schurz, cum laude. Robert Paul Scutt. Matthias Schwab. Catherine Rose Siegel, magna cum laude. Nicholas Alexander Seidel. S. Lee Satili, cum laude. Waleed Shaban. Misbah Shaheen, cum laude. Ruhama Binte Shakawat, cum laude. Llewellyn Kittredge Shamamian. Zoe Lynn Shancer. Spencer Alexander Shapiro. Navila Famida Sharif, magna cum laude. Christian Taylor Shaw. Stephen Duke Shaw. Reagan Catherine Shea, magna cum laude. Luke Jeffrey Shepard. Jared Schiltz, summa cum laude. Paul Alexander Shiner. Samuel Shockley. Jacob Ross Spielberg, magna cum laude. Rebecca Jean Siegel. Elizabeth Claire Simpson. John Andrew Simpson. Darius Dwayne Sims. Nikisha Kamlesh Sisodia. Dean Bradley Sisson. Blaine Gordon Skaggs. Evan Michael Sklansky. Alexander Reed Slauson. Alexandra Lee Smith. Nicole Augusta Smith, cum laude. Samuel Austin Patillo Smith. Mary Parcell Snover. Florence Ann Sobel. Alexander Kisong. Tamara Danielle Spalding. Cooper Philip Spector Salwin. Andrew Charles Spomer, cum laude. Courtney Elizabeth Squires. Hannah Stack. Caroline McLaughlin Stanley. Elena Faith Simone Staples. Joshua Michael Stark. Elena Friedman Stein, summa cum laude. Jody Ari Stendi. Benjamin Jacob Sterry, summa cum laude. Andy Marissa Stern. Daniel Reuben Stern. Brandon Kyle Stetler, cum laude. Queen Oluwafemi Stevenson. Carolyn Marie Stewart, cum laude. Hollis Hartman Stewart. Joseph Edward Stigall. Landon Foster Stokes. Jacqueline Joanna Stoller. Hayden Michael Stone. Jackson Reed Stone. Henry William Strome. David Dornell Suggs. Ryan Steele Sullivan, magna cum laude.
Julian C. Sun.
Chinua Sun. Sarah G. Sun, cum laude. Annika Joelle Sunshine, cum laude. Cortland Diane Sutton. Amy Elise Sweeney. Scott Louis Sevchek, summa cum laude. Esther Karamitati. Christina Lauren Tamargo, summa cum laude. Kendall Nicole Tamler. Kylie Candace Tan, cum laude. Jeffrey Zhao Tan. Jack Ryan Tangeman. James Douglas Tart. Austin Cameron Taylor. Luke Kendrick Taylor. Stephen Aaron Tesler, magna cum laude. Aaron Mark Tatro. Brandon Michael Terrio. Carmen Maya Thomas. Jason Gabriel Tomei, cum laude. Matthew Robert Thompson, summa cum laude. Bryce William Tinsman, summa cum laude. Emily Bowden Torres. Caroline Cooper Travis. Madeline Beltsuver Troa. Kristen Elizabeth Troutman. Sedina Aku Sikata. Brianna Michelle Tuck. Bridget Eloise Okayo. Zachary Kenneth Ullman. Grace Elizabeth Underhill. Catherine Ann Upton. Isabella Uriba, summa cum laude. Taylor Ashley Van Dath. Kendall Campbell Van Noort. Nina Mary Vaswani. Mason Alexander Vieira. Nivetha Vijakumar. Angela Ray Waddle. Taylor Allison Waite. Louisa Ann Walker, magna cum laude. Laura Scott Wallace. Dan Wang. David Lin Wai Wang, magna cum laude. Ellen Ki Wang, cum laude. Hanfei Wang, cum laude. Yicheng Wang. Zidi Wang. Megan Elizabeth Ward. Hunter Allen Watson. Melissa Jacqueline Weathers. Marquess Monique Webb. Kristen Elizabeth Weber. Austin Elizabeth Webster, magna cum laude. Yahui Wei. Robert William Weinstein. Allison Eileen Weiss. Benjamin Zev Weiss. Brent Weiss. Alexis Weitzner. Binura Nisal Welgama. Christopher Wayne Westfall. Patrick John Whalen. Bradley Alexander Wheaton. Matthew Mackenzie Wheeler. Gavan Davidson White Jr. Ryan Andrew White. Jackson Blue Wilderson. Erica Ann Williams. Jasmine Latasha Williams. Molly Marie Williams, summa cum laude. Devontae James Willis. Emma E. Wilski, cum laude. Julie Samantha Wilson. Kara Suzanne Wilson. Taylor Victoria Wilson, magna cum laude. Jackson Connor Winfrey. Jonathan Davis Winky. Zachary Matthew Winkler, Laura Barrett Wise, Emma Frances Witherington, cum laude, Evan Matthew Wong, Tiffany Hao-Yen Wong, DeAndre Dion Woods, Austin Rhodes Wortley, Jennifer Minghua Wu, Tawai Wu, Rachel Virginia Wida, Ling Wing Xiao, Qi Shu, magna cum laude, Farishte Yamin, Amy Jiting Yang, Ariana Asher Yates Lansky, magna cum laude, Robert Andrew Yi, Dong Quan Yu, cum laude, Lydia Justina Youssef, Richard Kent Yu, Dyer Yuan, magna cum laude, Jeffrey Austin Young, cum laude, Marguerite Portavent Zabriskie, cum laude, Joshua Nicholas Zarabi, Anne Louisa Zawaki, Jake Alexander Zellner, Yue Zheng, Alexander David Zhang, James Boywen Zhang Jr., magna cum laude, Joanna Qian Zhang, Raoting Zhang, magna cum laude, Xueting Zhang, magna cum laude, Ziwei Zhang, cum laude, Jeffrey Wang Zhao, cum laude, Guanji Zheng, Allison Xinjue Zhong, Clara Zhou. Okay. We've got him. I present the December 2016 graduates of the College of Arts and Science. Julia Alexandra Anderson, Justin Aramalla, Mark Michael Astoretta, Adam O'Neill Butler, Cassidy Connors, Marika Ann 8 Beebe, Tyler Christine Francis, Eric Carlton Frizzell, Shardarius Levon Gatlin, Isabel Margaret Hanna, summa cum laude, Christopher James Harvey, Emma Elizabeth Heer, Hayes Manfred Helsper, Austin Thomas Isaac, Amanda Laura Kalb, cum laude, Nathan D. Kiker, Nancy Margaret Lee, Mo-Ling Liu, Lausanne Cantado Miller, Caroline Grace Smith, cum laude, Lauren Jessica Steele, Lexi Allison Tonelli, magna cum laude, Lane Elizabeth Williams, Chuyi Shu, No, that's okay. It's the one thing that's all written on the back. So just or turn towards me and scan it while I'm looking. Finish it up. Scan it. Scan it. I present the August 2016 graduates of the College of Arts and Science. Sabah Miskano Gitana. Lucia Christina Lee. Chelsea J. Lund. Jeremy Collins Stelmack. Joseph Edward Townsend II. This concludes the graduates of the College of Arts and Science.
Well, graduates of the Blair School of Music, I see you've come forward to receive your diplomas.
I present the May 2017 graduates of the Blair School of Music. Samuel Lewis Anderson. Danielle Bavli, cum laude. Zachary Forrest Bednarki. Ryan Batar, cum laude. Charles John Collada. Pingju Chen. Shannon Catherine Corey. Megan Sita Dewan, cum laude. Elizabeth Dorothy Grace Duberwa, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Drabkin. Erin Patricia Elgis, summa cum laude. Sidel Courtney Fisher. Haley Moorer Gillia. William Carson Graham. Melissa Ashley Gramling, cum laude. Maxwell Henry Green. Miles Amir Jehovah Harlan. Jonathan Alexander Hearn. Carl Edward Helmers IV, cum laude. Matthew Stephen Herman. Mary Grace Johnson, summa cum laude. June Kim. Jonathan Alexander Leeds. Elliot Robert Life. Theodore Martin Lineberry, cum laude. Nicole Jillian Long, magna cum laude. Julia Marion Morris. Anne Catherine Mazzina, summa cum laude. Lydia Catherine Nance, cum laude. Lillian Florence Pollock. Matthew William Rafferty. Emily Richards. David Michael Rogers, cum laude. Mircea Alexander Skirtu. Curtis Matthew Seraphin Jr., cum laude. Maria Rosalie Servadidio, cum laude. Adrian Arena Sherrod, cum laude. Ali Michelle Stewart. Harini Lakshmi Suresh. Megan Grace Way, summa cum laude. Josiah John Williams, summa cum laude. William Stephen Woodard, magna cum laude. John Juyong Yang. This concludes the graduates of the Blair School of Music.
Graduates of the School of Engineering, please come forward to receive your diplomas.
I present the May 2017 Bachelor of Engineering graduates of the School of Engineering. Ayman Isamuddin Abdul Gapar, magna cum laude. Noor Amira Abdul Aziz. Farid Waji Abdul Hamid. Farah Faida Abdul Rahman. Thomas Drew Agar. Anissa Ahmad. Austin Walker Anthony. Mohammed Ashraf Arifi. Purva Aurora, summa cum laude. Ahmad Hishamuddin Arshad, summa cum laude. Daniel Thomas Arthur. Rulad Armagan, summa cum laude. Stephanie Marie Austin. Asfar Hadi Azman, cum laude. Isul Aizad Azmi, Farah Eliza Bakhtiar Effendi, Maymur Beg, Amanda Catherine Bailey, Bradley Nicholas Bark, George Chapman Bean, Brandon Paul Beans, Babatundib Hakim Bello, Sabrine Bensouda, Allison Dillon Belosky, Arthur Thomas Binstein, cum laude, Adam C. Birnbaum, Matthew David Black, Evan Joseph Blum, John Robert Booker, Jordan Taylor Bostic, Brandon William Swanson Bout, Alexander Jean Boyer, Harlan Edward Boyles III, Brent Allen Bray, Mary Bonner Brown, Maxwell Worth Brewer, Elizabeth Dean Butler, Jacqueline Nicole Cabello, Frank Kai, Anna Mae Caldwell, Colin Thomas Caldwell, Nina Alexandra Campano, Olivia Marilyn Kane, Daniel Peter Carr, Jacob Thomas Chadwell, Fuyao Chen, cum laude, Tiani Chen, summa cum laude, Yuhao Chen, cum laude, Mackenzie Michael Clare, Connor O'Leary Cockerham, cum laude, Kendall Stewart Kaufman, cum laude, Joseph L. Kuhn, Jeffrey Wills Craig, Zachary Robert DeBra, Kendall Ann Dellinger, Dustin Elliott Derryberry, Amanda Marie DeSalvo, Catherine Faye Dodson, Taryn Lynn Dunnigan, Cody Ramon Dykes, magna cum laude, Jonathan Davis Enix, magna cum laude, Emily Ann Entrikin, Stephen Michael Farkas, Joseph York Fitel IV, Michael Brantley Fields, Morgan Jessica Fogel, Benjamin Gregory Gallatin, Michael E. Gannon, Amber Nicole Gertis, Timothy John Guile, Michael Gage Gilliland, Nicolos Gotsis, magna cum laude, Brelby Golem, Sandra Chloe Shee Gordon, summa cum laude, Sabrina Lee Greenberg, Nathan Joseph Grosser, Taylor August Gutierrez, Trevor Lee Hankin, Paul Robert Hart, Madison Hadaway, Andrew Cortland Hayworth, Madeline Suzanne Hay, Robert Emmett Hennessy, Ricardo Alfredo Herrera Cotto, Jonathan David Hines, Joseph Patrick Hittinger, Joseph Aaron Hodge, William Holder, James Brian Holland, Andrew Gordon Hufnagel, Dustin Cole Hauser, summa cum laude, Zach Juan, Amy Huang, Niknur Shamimi Izani, Nicholas Victor Jelinek, John Carlton Jester V, Trevor James Jones, summa cum laude, Muhammad Narashraf Kamal Bahri, Anis Zulekha Kamaruddin, Ainul Fitri Kamaruddin, William Charles Bo Kaplan, magna cum laude, Miles Alexander Lacey, Claire Elizabeth Lafferty, summa cum laude, Kyle Todd Langford, summa cum laude, Taylor Stewart Harnden Larson, summa cum laude, Renee Elizabeth Lassen, Andy D. Lee, Hyung-suk Lee, Jaehan Lee, cum laude, Stephen James Lee, Stephen C. Lemasters, Talia Lynn Leonard, Halen John Leverant, Anthony Liu, Nicholas James Lewis, Raymond Joseph Lewis, Gregory Aaron Libson, Jacob F. Linton, Mason R. Luce, Michael Christopher Lucia, Yifu Luo, Grady Thomas Lynch, summa cum laude, Jacqueline Bridget Macheski, Zoa Abdullah Malik, summa cum laude, Madison Caitlin Malone, Molly Margaret Maples, cum laude, David Nathan Margulies, Nazrul Aidil Mat Acher, Muhammad Zafan Mat Radzi, Maxwell William Matson, summa cum laude, Reed Meeker McAllister, Amanda Rachel McCausland, Eli Fritz McDonald, Harold Thomas McGraw, Lydia Joy McKeithen, magna cum laude, Douglas Edward McKinley III, Francis Ann McLaughlin, Trenton Wyatt McMaster, Zakia Mut Ismail, Hyrunisa Akila Mut Ritzwan, Elizabeth Fantahun Mekbib, Paloma Anais Mendoza, Jason Merville Miller, John Henry Thomas Moore, Paul R. Moore, Carl Gethin Moorcott, Duncan Matthew Morgan, summa cum laude, Alvin Joseph McCaleb, Robert Thorvald Nagel, Naresh Nandakumar, Mohammed Ahmal bin Nazaruddin, summa cum laude, Mohammed Hafiz Nordin, Colin James O'Grady, Jimmy Pan, magna cum laude, Deanna Evangelia Patelis, Felicia Eiling Pawn, Derek Joseph Phillips, Cole Christian Pickney, Timothy Miller Pierce, Alexander Stephen Plevka, Victoria Lauren Potter, Jessica Louise Powers, magna cum laude, Alina Monica Pradhan, Kelsey Ann Quigley, magna cum laude, Andrew Robert Quilliams, Boyan M.D. Mushfakur Rahman, cum laude, Adam Ramani, Brian James Ramsey, Mohammed Hazik Razali, magna cum laude, Paul Joseph Register, cum laude, Elizabeth Lauren Reynolds, summa cum laude, Eric Michael Rebeck, cum laude, Matthew Ryan Richardson, cum laude, Nicholas Anthony Robbins, Matthew Robert Rogers, Alana Ray Rothstein, Alexis Nicole Russell, Zarif Akila Sabri, Jeremy Michael Saslaw, Mark Thomas Scully, Trenton Allen Sexton, Vivek Kamlesh Shah, magna cum laude, Refa Shahid, Bowen Joeston Shaner, Sheikh Mohammed Hanif Sheikh Hanouar, Thomas Christian Schott, summa cum laude, Jasmine Ling Shu, Tiffany Lynn Silverstein, Alexandra Marie Smith, Catherine Marie Snyder, Eric Song, Cody Dalton Spence, Zachary Taylor St. Clair, magna cum laude, Justin Lyon Stanwyck, Nicole Elizabeth Steiner, magna cum laude, Gabriel S. Stern, summa cum laude, Quentin Harrison Lewis Stevenson, Benjamin Matthew Streeter, Taylor Alexis Studer, John Sue, Colin James Sweeney, magna cum laude, Devaney A. Schweitzer, Brittany Caroline Swoyer, William Gilroy Swisher, cum laude. Robert Haruo Ola Johnson Tano. Nikita Claire Thomas. Kate Slater Thompson. Christopher Ruben Travieso. Chibuzor Fabian Ugu. David Luke Vandevate, magna cum laude. Jacob David Van Geffen, magna cum laude. Rohan Christopher Vijayan. Travis James Villatoro. Gabriel Gitiora Wamunyu. Adam Wang, summa cum laude. Felicia Wang. Jaichen Wang. Jonas Yunhan Wang. John Brandon Ward. Denzel Brian Washington. Ross Morris Weber, magna cum laude. Stephen Elliott Way. Quinn Rebecca Weinberg. Rebecca Emily Weirs, summa cum laude. Cassandra E. Wesley. Bronson Clay Wessinger, magna cum laude. Austin Michael White. Sarah Catherine Whitney. Don Curtis White, cum laude. Brendan Pritchard Wilder. Rebecca Jane Williams. Michael A. Wilson.
Megan Elizabeth Woodruff, summa cum laude.
Bowen Yang. Hanrong Yi, magna cum laude. Ellen Michael Yates. Nurul Ainun Zaidi. Aisha Arina Zainal Abedin. James Joseph Zentbauer. Ifan Ju. Allison Marie Ziegler. Nurul Shakira Binti Zokri. Putri Balkis Zulkifli. Sayadatul Shafika Zulkifli, magna cum laude.
Amira Yazwani Zulkifli.
I present the December 2016 Bachelor of Engineering graduates of the School of Engineering. Nicholas Andrew Catalan. Kevin Richard Humphrey. Jason Scott Kirikoff. I present the May 2017 Bachelor of Science graduates of the School of Engineering. Brianna Victoria Atchman. Maisie Morgan Ames. Adateo John Ajayi. Mohaiman Al-Aoun. Anissa Damari Alexander. Freddie Sefa Agueta. Richard Blake Arledge. Stephen Ironrow. Roger Thomas Barrett Jr. Timothy Richard Becker. Brennan Chandler Ballou. Zame Bian. Ellen Loretta Bly. Carl Vincent Block. Henry Parsons Bogardus. Hayes Reuben Brenner. Ashton Lee Bricker. Ellis Langham Brown. Frank Yuzhang Kao. Selena Chen. Yesol Choi. Catherine Jane Cochran. Jamie Michelle Cohen. Julia Karis Collins. Henry Chapman Cousins Jr. Kevin James Sear. Tanya Julie DeWant. Alexander Maximilian de Groot. Elizabeth Catherine Deal. Arjun Veer Dubashi, cum laude. Alexander Bernard Fuchs. Adam Michael Gross. Yifan Guo, cum laude. Albert Philip Hawkins. Garrett Mitchell Hoffman. Anna Sumi Huang. Michael Ellis Jabali III. Bowen Jin. Mark Andrew Carl, cum laude. Ethan James Kearney. Catherine C. Kendall. Richard Maxwell Kerr. Adam Clifton King. Luke Francis Cornett. Peter William Labus. John Lawrence Lally. Albert Lee. Christopher P. Lee. Jonathan Kwan Muschetti Lee. Matthew Lokeng Lee. Samuel Legion. Anthony Wamunyu Maina. Janek Santosh Mulla. Daniel David McClanahan. James McCready IV. Thomas Ara Mizell, cum laude. Thomas Riley Openshaw. Ashley Melissa Peck. Samuel Franklin Pepos. Vikas Shaiva Paida. Tanner Otto Rankin. Ethan Raymond, cum laude. Nicole Mercedes Rodriguez. Brittany Danielle Roth. Alan Derek Reichert Samantha, summa cum laude. Jonah Ari Samost. John Scott Santaguida. William Thomas Savage. Rebecca Wang Shaw. Sean Andre Sheldon. Elton Xiao. Aaron Henry Smith. Shane Matthew Smith. Christine Marie Smoody.
Jessica Beyonce Somick.
Nicholas Thomas Sparkman. Benjamin Richard Stadnick, summa cum laude. Joseph Edward Stahl. Winston Turner Strayhorn. Paulina Elizabeth Thomas. Austin Foyle Toretti. Michael Umenta. Jack Kelly Vessa. Nigel Davis Walker. Christina Shouting Wong. Win Wong. Alston James White. Daniel Benjamin Wilf. Jacqueline Williams. Oliver Milo Wimmer. Carly Wilson Wood. Clara Danielle Yip. Edward D. Yun. I present the December 2016 Bachelor of Science graduates of the School of Engineering. Connor Nathaniel Joplin. James Luke Macy, magna cum laude. Riley A. Stewart. George Edward Marsh Swenson. Eric L. Yang, magna cum laude. This concludes the graduates of the School of Engineering.
I'm pleased that the graduates of Peabody College have come forward to receive your diplomas.
I present the May 2017 graduates of Peabody College. Christina Marie Zinnin Albert. Sarah Nicole Alfieri, summa cum laude. Jillian Florence Allard, magna cum laude. Elise Marie Alverson, magna cum laude. Stephen Anthony Amalfi. McGuire Grace Amundsen, cum laude. Mary Marshall Anderson, cum laude. Sophie Apple, cum laude. Jacqueline Kathleen Arkard, magna cum laude. Jake Michael Ehrenwald, Daniel Jeremy Azran, Catherine Laura Babin, magna cum laude, John Derek Baber, McKenna Ashley Bagan, cum laude, Monica Kelly Banalis, Ariana Raquel Magana Banks, magna cum laude, Emily Jane Barker, cum laude, Riley Aaron Barcella, Rajul Bajoy, Agnes Robinson Bell, cum laude, Rebecca Steele Bendheim, cum laude, Olivia Sarah Benjamin, cum laude, Delilah Jane Bennett, Kate Christine Benson, Jacob Tyler Benzequin, Danielle Ray Bird, Jessica Allison Bernstein, cum laude, Rachel Elizabeth Beal, Margaret Lee Birmingham Corbett, Jessica Nicole Bloomrosen, magna cum laude, Lauren Sarah Bolhack, magna cum laude, Brandy Lynn Bonzak, magna cum laude, Elizabeth Boone, Sarah Elizabeth Borton, cum laude, Ty Alexander Botorff, Alicia Lynn Bouchard, Hans Albert Braunfisch, magna cum laude, Caroline L. Brockett, Emma Louise Brookshire, Rachel Claire Browse, magna cum laude, Lillian Mayhew Brown, cum laude, Shelby Alexandra Brown, Courtney Ayana Bullard, Ann McLaurin Birch, magna cum laude, Peter James Burke, Romario Deshawn Burrell, Hannah Bush, magna cum laude, Annie Alter Carforo, cum laude, Alexandria Marie Caruso, Annabelle Hires Sella, Phoebe Lynn Chaikin, Aaron Scott Chasen, cum laude, Jacqueline Michelle Churdo, cum laude, Caitlin Reed Chittum, cum laude, Vivian Chong, Candace Elaine Clark, Eliza Marguerite Clemens, Jonah David Clement, Nicole Susan Clodfelter, cum laude, Jenna Nicole Commissar, summa cum laude, Emerson Leah Congleton, Catherine Ann Coughlin, Thomas Burris Cox, Hannah Marin Crandall, summa cum laude, Nolan Abram Kressler, Reed Robert Creviston, Kelly Page Croteau, Alexandra K. Kroom, magna cum laude, Nicholas Harrison Cunningham, Amy Yandam, Lauren Elizabeth Davis, magna cum laude, Tyler Shannon Davis, Andrew John Delapina, Ashley Margaret Deathridge, cum laude, Margaret Lynn Devereaux, cum laude, Caroline Sutherland Douglas DiCiocio, cum laude, Dana Ashley DeModica, Jillian Marie Doherty, Mary McCallum Downs, Maureen Ann Driscoll, Margaret Grace Drummond, Isabel DuPont Edmonds, Brian Robert Eisenstadt, Mary Ann Lorenzo Enriquez, Bradley Noah Faskowitz, cum laude, Lindsay Wax Feinstein, Julia Elizabeth Fleming, Erin Catherine Florence, Lucy Alexandra Fortune, Courtney Ann Folk, cum laude, Ariana Spring Fowler, Emery Grace Fox, magna cum laude, Morgan Alexis Frazier, cum laude, Zachary Ian Freeling, Alana Lynn Fromm, magna cum laude, Lillian Grace Funkhauser, Alyssa Logan Firth, Julia Helen Gabriel, Julia Lee Geftman, magna cum laude. Clifford Harris Gelb, cum laude. Morgan Jean Goddard. Blair Donald Godsey. Madison Nicole Goldringer. Katie Sue Getz. Brittany Jenna Graff. Sasha T. Gray. Julia Gabrielle Greenwald. Rashana Aaliyah Greer. Christian Benford Gregorich. Alexandra Elizabeth Griffin. Catherine Ann Gross, summa cum laude. Taylor Ann Grove. Anna Elizabeth Gruber. Yasmina Eugenia Haddad. Isabella McCall Hagler. Caroline Victoria Hall. Haley Delaney Hall, cum laude. Michael Joshua Halperin. Joshua Drew Hamburger. Zachary Scott Hamer. Brian Robert Hannon. Grant Braden Hansel, cum laude. Jacob Reese Haskins. Jeremy Brittingham Hatcher, summa cum laude. Madison Elizabeth Hatfield, summa cum laude. Christine Lanphier Hahn. Ellen Ruth Hyman, summa cum laude. Zoe Wren Hernandez, cum laude. Lauren Summers Hayano, summa cum laude. Paxton Tierney Higgins, cum laude. Ashley Simone Hodges. David Logan Holling. Hunter Hollis. Danielle Lee Honigstein, cum laude. James Tanner Hopkins, cum laude. Hillary Catherine Horvatis, summa cum laude. Margaret Armstrong Howell. Catherine Welburn Hudson, magna cum laude. Caroline Burton Hufford, magna cum laude. Paula Jacobine Elizabeth C. Inglis. Adriana de Viella Irving. Ritika Jen. Alyssa Rose Janko, summa cum laude. Kelsey Elizabeth Janser, magna cum laude. Priscilla Hyunji Jung. Kendall Maxine Johnston Legg, cum laude. Taylor Whitman Kaminsky, cum laude. Samantha Page Kaplan, cum laude. Sarah Michelle Kaplan. Sonia Marie Kapoor, cum laude. Alexandra Jade Carroll, summa cum laude. Marissa Lai Kataoka. Allison Page Katz. Elizabeth Ariane Katz, cum laude. Vivian Bren Kelsey. Rachel Christine Kennedy, cum laude. Callahan Elizabeth Kent. Marley Kern, cum laude. Do Hyung Kim. James Arthur King. Emma Duke Kisane. Veronica Marie Kittlekamp. Ilana Pearl Kleinman. Olivia Margaret Knoll. Rachel Lauren Koch. Serena Arun Kumar. Emily Hannah Kushner, magna cum laude. Zach Joseph Lamata. Elizabeth Ruth Landau, magna cum laude. Joshua Benjamin Landau. Mackenzie Moore Lang. Sydney Page Harnden Larson, summa cum laude. Hannah Kristen Lasky, cum laude. Maddie Lane Lastavica. Jessica Lick Lau. Joshua Michael Laborious. Alana Rochelle, cum laude. Ethan Scott Leibowitz, magna cum laude. Katie Lee Lineweber, cum laude. Renee Brooke Lewis, summa cum laude. Lyle Lee. Xinyi Liang, magna cum laude. Alexa Jane Lipham. Tianan Liu, summa cum laude. Joshua Lopez. Nina Eremia Loy. Sarah Wilson Luke, cum laude.
Catherine Bernice Nelson Martinez.
Kevin James Massimilian. Julia Marie McCorvey. Alyssa Nicole Magruder. Danielle Tyler McKeever, cum laude. Laura Gemmel McLaughlin, magna cum laude. Taylor Simone McMahon. Jessica Sidney McMillan, cum laude. Eric Brandon Meltzer. Elizabeth Briggs Menard. Caroline Lourdes Minkus. Caroline Vanette Miller. Morgan Ernest Miller. Ryan Austin Miller. Samantha Blake Miller, cum laude. Adriana Michelle Moss. Thomas Dalton Motter. Claire Sullivan Nassif, cum laude. Alicia Kelsey Newton. Caroline Peyton Nicholas, cum laude. Emily Castile Nordberg. Victoria Ann O'Connor. Emily Rochelle Oviedo. Jessica Lee Pace, cum laude. Michelle Nicole Packer, cum laude. Lauren Sabin Pack. Subin Park. Yan Park, cum laude. Rajiv Neil Patel. Lauren K. Petrowski, cum laude. Hannah Sophie Pikus, magna cum laude. Olivia Pelletier. Caroline Noel Peters. Cara Dale Petros. V. N. Fenn. Alec Joseph Pigatti. Sarah Elizabeth Pollitt, summa cum laude. Samuel Benjamin Porter. Lily Puff Heffernan, cum laude. Jordan Alden Purdom. Abigail Stewart Quirk. Natasha Ephraim Raskin, summa cum laude. Holly Sarah Reichert, summa cum laude. Mary Adeline Reeser, cum laude. Caitlin Carol Reynolds. Zachary Daniel Reynolds. Laura Elizabeth Rice, cum laude. Bethany Aaron Reedy, cum laude. Rachel Elizabeth Riendo, magna cum laude. Francesca Rietti. Ryan Carl Scott Ritchie. Melissa Ann Roberts, magna cum laude. Chance Thomas Robichaud. Elizabeth Lalita Robillard. Juliana Marie Romanowski. Kaylee Rachel Romick. Joshua Nathan Rosen. Spencer Lewis Rosenstein. Hannah Dorit Roth, cum laude. Gloria Ann Rothenberg. Lindley Grace Round. Carly Lauren Sandler, summa cum laude. Emily Helena Savage. Jordan Mara Seelig. Anna Bland Sewell, magna cum laude. Thomas George Shannon. Greer Hannah Shello, cum laude. Cody Sheng, cum laude. Carly Cannon Shipman. Samantha Rose Ship, summa cum laude. Meredith Vera Sight. Lydia Margaret Simmons. Brandon Thanos Skordas. Campbell Catherine Slatton. Christina Song. Tyler Aubriel Stokes. Haley Alicia Strauss, cum laude. Brian Tyler Stromer. Nicole Marie Swalwell. Blake Robert Thomas. Catherine Ann Tarney, Kendall Sylvia Taylor, Lauren Leilani Tatro, cum laude, Emily Therese Thermos, Caitlin Nicole Thorne, summa cum laude, Alexandra Leslie Thrasher, Gideon Rhino Tico, Abby Nicole Trott, Theodora Anamoni Tsaruchis, Isabella Tishka, Lane Winecki Underdahl, Margaret Seaver Valakovic, Rochelle Ariel Vance, magna cum laude, Anna Catherine Vanessa, Shannon Michelle Vanderwalt, Angela Wong, Brandon Zhuzhong Wen, Molly Elizabeth West, Robert Paul Weston, Faith Catherine Watley, Tisha Janae Wheeler, Anna Renee Whitus, magna cum laude, Tanisha Danielle Williams, Rachel Elizabeth Wills, Ian Alexander Whittles, Molly Elizabeth Wolf, cum laude, Stephen Frederick Wood, Katie Courtney Wazinski, Siri Depica Yelamanchili, Hannah Elizabeth Yonker, summa cum laude, Shuning Jung, cum laude, Tracy Nicole Zimmerman, Stephanie Mae Zundel, I present the December 2016 graduates of Peabody College. Jamie Taylor Bernstein, summa cum laude. Haley Nicole Greenfield. Emily Page Jassic, magna cum laude. Andrew Moore Jelks. Rebecca Howe Russell, cum laude. Ben William Villa Marescu, magna cum laude. Musi Yosef. I present the August 2016 graduates of Peabody College. Colby Neal Cook. Blake A. Froman. Ashley Autumn Svensite. This concludes the graduates of Peabody College.
As we now near the close of this beautiful ceremony, I know that we have air in our lungs, joy in our hearts, and I ask you to please rise and join with Shannon Catherine Corey as she leads us in singing Vanderbilt's alma mater. You'll find the lyrics inside the front of your program.
I
Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to a strawberries and champagne celebration in honor of our graduates, which will begin immediately after this program. Graduates of the College of Arts and Science and their guests will convene on Library Lawn. Graduates of the Blair School of Music, the School of Engineering, and Peabody College will gather on Bishop's Common. Graduates, the true measure of a great university is what its alumni do in the wider world. As you take this next step forward, your bright, your exciting future, go forth with all in your heart. Use your education to lift up our world and to benefit humankind. Ladies and gentlemen, this ceremony is concluded. Congratulations, graduates.